Right now, a massive storm system is barreling across the Great Plains, and if you live anywhere east of the Rockies, what happens in the next 48 hours could directly impact your safety. We are talking enhanced risk severe weather, tornado potential, damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour, and hail the size of golf balls. More than 270 cities are in the path of this system, and I am going to walk you through every single one of them. But here is the thing most forecasters will not tell you. There is a hidden second wave coming Sunday night that almost nobody is talking about yet. Stay with me because at minute 5, I am going to reveal the wild card system developing off Baja California that could change everything for next week. First, let me give you the reward you came here for. If you are in the enhanced risk zone right now, here is your immediate answer. The enhanced risk stretches from North Texas all the way up through Oklahoma, Kansas, and into southwestern Iowa. That is roughly 400 miles of active severe weather threat. Storms are already firing along the dry line in West Texas and the Oklahoma Panhandle. If you are in this zone, your window of highest danger is tonight through early Saturday morning. I am going to give you the exact city-by-city breakdown in just a moment. But first, you need to understand why this storm is so dangerous, because the ingredients coming together right now are textbook severe weather. Here is what is fueling this monster. Down at the surface, dew points are sitting near 70 degrees along the entire Gulf Coast. That is tropical level moisture, the kind you normally see in June, not early March. That moisture is being pumped straight north by a low-level jet screaming at 45 knots, that is roughly 52 miles per hour, from Corpus Christi up through Oklahoma City and into Kansas City. At the same time, a powerful polar front jet at 30,000 feet is diving south out of Alberta, Canada, with winds hitting 100 knots across the western panhandles. When you stack that kind of upper-level energy on top of all that Gulf moisture, you get explosive storm development. And that is exactly what is happening right now. Now let me walk you through the timing region by region. Do not skip ahead because your city is coming up. And if you want a specific forecast for your exact location, drop your city name in the comments. I read every single one. Let us start with the bullseye, Texas and Oklahoma. If you are in Sherman, Paris, or the Western Ozarks, tornadoes are possible today and tonight. The Storm Prediction Center has flagged this corridor specifically. Dallas-Fort Worth, listen carefully. The newest model data coming in shows nocturnal storm development along the Red River pushing into your area tonight, especially west and north of the Metroplex. This activity is being maintained by that strengthening low-level jet, and nighttime tornadoes are the most dangerous kind because people are asleep. Set your weather alerts tonight. San Angelo, Abilene, you are also in play for overnight storms. Current highs across Texas are in the 70s and 80s, with the lower Rio Grande Valley baking at 95 degrees. But do not let the warm sunshine fool you. Behind this system, temperatures are about to crash. For tomorrow, Saturday, the severe threat shifts east and south. Dallas to Houston to San Antonio, you are looking at large hail potential. Central Texas gets heavy rain pushing in by Saturday afternoon, then sliding south into Houston and San Antonio by evening. Overnight lows tonight will be sultry along the Gulf Coast, 60s and 70s, but the Panhandle drops to near freezing. That temperature contrast is what keeps these storms feeding. Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa. You are in the enhanced risk zone tonight. Storm potential extends from southwestern Iowa all the way south through Nebraska and into Kansas. The low-level jet is pumping 30 to 35 knot winds right through Kansas at 2,500 feet, and that wind shear is a tornado maker. Highs today range wildly, from the 20s in eastern North Dakota to the 80s across the Midwest south of Chicago. That 70-degree temperature spread across just a few hundred miles tells you how violent this atmosphere is right now. Do not miss the next section. Here is where it gets critical for the Midwest and Ohio Valley, Arkansas, and the Ozarks. Bentonville, Springfield, you are getting hit tonight. Storm clusters are moving into eastern Oklahoma during the evening hours, then propagating into the Ozark region overnight. Heavy rain is already spreading across Arkansas. If you are driving Interstate 40 tonight, use extreme caution. Flash flooding is a real threat with these training storms. Now the Ohio Valley in the northeast, and this is the part most people are not expecting. Tomorrow, Saturday, a slight risk for severe weather extends into the upper Ohio River Valley, western Pennsylvania, and even western New York. There is a low-end tornado potential in western Pennsylvania. Let me repeat that. Western Pennsylvania tornado potential in March. Damaging wind will be the primary threat, with some hail mixed in. Temperatures today range from 34 in Boston to 80 degrees across the Ohio River Valley, all the way into Huntington and Charleston, West Virginia. Washington, D.C. is at 54, New York City 43. Tomorrow brings 60s and 70s into the eastern Great Lakes, with New England warming into the 40s and 50s. Rain moves in from the west Saturday and should clear by Sunday, southeast. You are feeling summer already. Highs hit the 80s almost everywhere today. Fort Myers nearly touched 90 degrees. Organized storm activity from Arkansas and northern Louisiana will push through the southeastern states tomorrow and tomorrow night. But Florida, you are mostly in the clear. Storms will not quite reach you, even by Sunday. Overnight lows tonight are in the 60s across the board, and tomorrow brings a mix of 70s and 80s, with parts of Florida approaching 90. The Northern Plains and Rockies, here is a completely different story. While the South is dealing with severe thunderstorms, the North is getting hammered by winter. Winter storm warnings are in effect across the Colorado Front Range until midnight, with 4 to 10 inches of snow expected above 9,000 feet. Denver is picking up about 2 inches through early evening. The Palmer Divide area, 2 to 4 inches. That snow gradually shifts northeast into Minnesota overnight, then fizzles out by late Saturday. Temperatures are brutal on the high plains tonight. Teens and 20s from the Dakotas through western Nebraska. Colorado sat in the 30s and 40s all day. But here is the good news. Tomorrow, the high plains warm into the 50s and 60s, and by Sunday, it gets much, much warmer. The southwest and west coast. High wind warnings are in effect in the San Gabriel Mountains around Los Angeles until 3 p.m. Saturday, with northeast winds gusting to 55 miles per hour. The entire Los Angeles area is under wind advisories except for downtown to Long Beach. All of southern Nevada, the Mojave Desert, and the Kingman area in Arizona face north winds gusting to 45 miles per hour today through tomorrow. That wind is pushing polar air south. Los Angeles hits 82 degrees tomorrow, the San Joaquin Valley sees 70s, and the deserts reach the 70s as well. Utah mountains have winter weather advisories until 5 p.m. with lingering snow from the outgoing system. Pacific Northwest. Cooler conditions with lots of 40s on the map and 50s along the coast. Rain today in coastal areas continues tonight with more coming Sunday, some falling as snow in the higher elevations, especially the Bitterroot Range. Central Montana has a high wind watch for Saturday and Sunday with west winds gusting 60 to 70 miles per hour. Gusts of 100 miles per hour are possible in the higher elevations of the Montana Rockies. That is hurricane force wind on the mountaintops. Tomorrow, the Columbia River Basin and the Salem and Eugene area warm into the 60s. Alaska. Winter storm warnings cover the western Kenai Peninsula. Interior temperatures are near zero or below, getting colder as you approach the Brooks Range. Northern Canada remains locked in at -20 to -30. Now here is the moment I promised you, the wild card. There is a cutoff low developing off Baja California that is moving into northern Mexico right now. The computer models are struggling with this system. That means it could bring unexpected weather to the southern tier states by midweek, and the models might be significantly wrong about its track. We will not know the full impact until Monday. I will have a complete update for you then. Looking further ahead, another Pacific system is targeting the northern tier states late next week, followed by another burst of cold air into the Great Plains. Then around the middle of the month, a large Pacific storm system is in the cards. The pattern is not slowing down. One more critical reminder. This weekend we spring forward. Set your clocks ahead 1 hour Saturday night. You lose an hour of sleep, but you gain an hour of evening daylight. Here's what I need you to do right now. Number 1, if you are anywhere in the enhanced risk zone tonight, Texas through Iowa, charge your phone, check your weather alerts, and have a plan for shelter. Number 2, drop your city in the comments below. I will personally make sure you get the forecast you need. Number 3, share this with someone you care about who lives in these affected areas. A 2-second share could be the warning that keeps someone safe tonight. Also, something important about the bigger picture. The North Atlantic Oscillation is going strongly positive right now. That means fast jet stream flow across the Atlantic, and it will strengthen even further by the 10th and 11th. The result is that Arctic air from Canada is getting pulled east instead of dropping south into the United States. That is why the Midwest is seeing temperatures 30 degrees above normal for this time of year. Kentucky and Virginia feel like summer. The Midwest feels like May. This pattern is not going to last forever, but for the next week, enjoy the warmth if you are east of the Mississippi. In the next video, I am breaking down that mysterious Baja cutoff low and what it means for severe weather potential all the way through mid-March. The pattern is shifting in a way we have not seen in weeks, and it is going to affect millions of people.